Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am doing the zodiac readings and this video is specifically for Virgo. I am going to be focusing on messages about love for Virgo for the month of May and seeing what is happening in your energy at this moment, what it is that you should know, what you should be aware of. For those of you who are new, welcome to my channel. I am a no tools medium. I channel messages from spirit, and I am able to receive messages from loved ones on the other side. So whatever comes through, I share the message based on that. I also use tarot just to clarify and to add a little bit of fun to the experience. But everything that I am sharing with you in your reading is messages that I'm channeling. It's what I am sharing from the divine, from source, from the angel guides, from your keepers, spirit guides. And so even when it seems as though I'm sharing a personal opinion or a story, I'm not. I have no judgment when it comes to your situation. I don't have a personal opinion, and everything is really me channeling and me bringing your message to you. So please keep an open mind. Take a few minutes, allow yourself to take a few breaths, center into your settle into your intuition. Ask your guides and keepers to guide you, to give you clarity. If this is your story, if it is your message, you will know. If it's not, don't try and make it fit. I am very, very direct in what's coming through from Spirit. Spirit knows who is going to be led to see these messages and who it is meant for. If it doesn't feel right, it is absolutely not for you. If it doesn't resonate, it is not for you, okay? I try and be very clear and direct. I don't try and make my readings fit for everybody, because then I'm not serving anyone. It is specifically for those souls who have been guided here, and you will know if it is your message. So center yourself, tap into your intuition, ask your guides and keepers to guide you. Keep an open mind. Also, roles can be reversed. And sometimes I'm channeling for love, but messages about other things come through. So you need to be present and to keep an open mind. And some of the things that I share is not what everybody wants to hear, but it is always associated to a truth that you need to hear at a particular point in time, and you will know if it resonates with your story, okay? Because it is to serve your greatest good. I have already blessed and shuffled. Bless the sacred space. If you are here for your reading, you have entered that space, and yeah, enjoy. So I'm reading for Virgo. I'm reading for Virgo in love, and let's see what's happening for the month of May. So Virgo, you sure, you are ready for change. You're not clear on where the change needs to be, but you are ready for change. You have been very, very much in your head about a situation, and you've been there for a long time. You take a lot of pride in your ability to think your way through solving problems. And I can honestly say, with the energy that I'm picking up and with what Spirit is showing me, this has not served you in this situation. Because if we are talking about, and Spirit says we are, matters of the heart, this is the interesting thing. When we want to nourish our bodies, when we know we need nourishment, we know that we need to nourish it with food, good food. Sometimes we want to comfort and we get a little bit of junk because we just feel that's what we need. Whatever it is, we know what we need, and we know how to nourish the body. We don't go to a store that is going to provide us with books and reading material about nourishing the body, because we know that it's going to give us information, but it's not going to actually do what we need it to do. We go straight to the grocery store and we go and get the food that we need to feed our bodies, to show our bodies love, to give it the nutrition it needs to nourish it. When we are not feeling well, we know that we go and see a doctor, medical practitioner. We don't go and speak to a therapist because we have pain in our side. Okay, we have a general sense of where we need to go to find certain things. When it comes to love, many people get this twisted though. When we are dealing with matters of the heart, why is it that we go to the mind? Why is it that we go to ego? Why do we try and rationalize things that cannot be rationalized? They need to be felt. They need to be experienced. Why do we not naturally allow ourselves to open our heart chakra and to process love and our relationships from there? Isn't that interesting? Spirit wants me to share that because this is intricate when it comes to what's been going on here. You started embarking on, and in this situation, you started, you found yourself immersed in loving yourself and enjoying how you feel in your body and how you feel about yourself in general. And because you've been overthinking, something's obviously happened here. But it could also just be that you found yourself at a certain level of evolution and feeling a sense of discomfort because you needed to overcome perhaps past issues, relationship issues, and relationship issues that are nothing to do with the relationship, that the current one, this current situation that you have in mind, but you've projected it onto that. You feel like the issues that you are trying to sort through in your head, and the stress and the despair, and you've been having sleepless nights about this. You're trying to sort it out, and it's very real for you in your mind. You're trying to resolve it there, and it's been a while that you've been struggling with this, that you are actually ready to cut something out if it's not meant to be. What you need to cut out is your mind. That's what you need to cut out, because you've stunted and hindered something that was flowing here. You will have an opportunity to allow for new energy, new inspiration, a new boost of energy and inspiration in relation to how you need to move with this. But it is going to be entirely up to you, and in order for you to experience that, and in order for you to actually get that and to make the most of that opportunity, is you need to just cut out the mind stuff. You just need to cut out trying to... You've thought yourself into a hole. You've thought yourself into a deep hole, and you can't think yourself out of it. What is it that's stopping you from opening your heart chakra? If you continue on this path, overthinking, you are seeing things that are not there, then you are going to cause heartbreak for yourself and for this person. The nice thing is that you are ready to just surrender. You are heading for you're getting to the point where you just so going to be so mentally exhausted, and you are just going to hit a complete rock bottom in this, and you're going to finally surrender to the reality that you can't do this in the way that you've been doing it. You have to do it through your heart center, even if it frightens you. It's the only way. It's the only way. The way you've been doing it has not been working. In order for you to make a clear and concise decision about what it is you need to do moving forward and whether you should be in this situation or not, you can only make that decision from your heart space. You are hoping that things are going to turn around and you are going to stop feeling so blocked, and you are going to be able to connect with a sense of clarity and abundance and just some good fortune. Or what Spirit wants you to know is that is entirely up to you. Are you ready to surrender your own will? Are you ready to surrender to the fact that you will go from one relationship to the next until you heal your heart chakra and whatever blockages is that you have there, and you exist in your relationships from that place? You can't think yourself in or out of love. What this energy is doing, and the outcome if you remain in it, is that you are only going to find yourself being guarded and creating, forcing this person to feel guarded, because they don't feel safe in the situation with you, and you don't feel safe in the situation with them, because you don't even feel safe knowing that you can trust yourself with your decision making. Why are you so afraid of love? This is not a comfortable space to be. If this person that you are with has stopped communicating with you, then it is very possible that you just have to let this go and use it as a stepping stone to develop these areas in your life. If you are still in communication, you would have found at this stage that this person is not as open and as expressive as they once were. But you still have an opportunity to turn this energy around. I know that what you think about this person is very real for you, but Spirit is saying to me, you've thought yourself into a hole and you haven't judged this person fairly. You guys have worked really hard at this, and you've thought yourself into such a tiz that you've already just started cutting off, disconnecting. You have, at the beginning of this relationship, it was fresh. It was you felt like you didn't even have to express yourself. You finished one another's sentences, so intertwined, feeling a deep soulful connection here, a deep emotional connection. exciting, passionate. And then for some reason you started doubting that. You have been speaking to God about this, to source, whatever that may be for you. You have been trying to connect with your intuition because you are at a place where you have exhausted yourself mentally. You don't know what to think. But are you listening? Are you listening? Because when we're in our heads a lot, there's no space for really listening. Something happened here. Something happened. This person did something or did not do something and it disappointed you. And you've struggled to see them in the same way. There's more to this. There is more to the situation and you are not seeing it. There's more to it here. You feel as though your heart's already been hurt by this person, but I'm telling you, Spirit says, if you push this person out of your life, it's going to hurt. What you're feeling now. Is nothing in comparison to what you're going to feel if you don't allow this situation to run a natural, healthier course without you trying to will it into what you want it to be and without you trying to think it into what it should be. Your person is not perfect. You are focused on what you see them to be in terms of potential. And yes, that is who they are at their core, but they are still developing. And you cannot deny that they are adamant, they are determined to grow, even if that means that sometimes they make a wrong turn. It'll only solidify the fact and the knowing that, okay, that was a wrong turn. Let me come back to where I need to be and let me not do that again. I'm not talking about people who are in a situation or a relationship where you are being you are being dishonored, you're being lied to. You know, sometimes people are honest with us and we just don't want to hear the honesty because we want it another way. And then when they don't do what we want them to do, we feel that they've done something wrong. It takes maturity to give someone that you care about the space to do what they feel is right in their own way, as long as the intention is to do what is right. Your person does have a bit of a tendency to want to do things their way. This is who this person is. They want to do things their way and they want you to respect that. They don't want other people making their decisions. And if you are not in a place where you can respect that, then you need to give yourself permission to let this go. But don't do it from the energy that you're in. You've got to do it being connected to source from your heart space. There is a very deep emotional connection here. the two of you love one another. The two of you are on a journey, and what that means is we grow individually, and our growth contributes to us being together. But in order for us to experience those moments of arrival, we need to allow for the individual journeys in a way that still honors us, in a way that is still respectful, in a way that is still, that means, you know, we need to call ourselves out when we want to manipulate how someone else does things just because we think there's a better path. You know, this person is adamant about not being manipulated and not being controlled. They might have those tendencies, and that's why they're so adamant about it, but the only way that they will get real about those tendencies within themselves is if it's not so active in the energy in the relationship. What you want in terms of emotional fulfillment is with this person, and what they want in terms of emotional fulfillment is with you. This is a very, very distinct story here. If it's not your story, you would know. This is the kind of this is the kind of energy that that I'm picking up for many of you here is twin flame, where it could look like it's very toxic and it's wrong, and at the same time it can look like it has two faces, and it constantly calls you to be more mature, to be better, to show up better. You have shown this person a very cold and cutthroat side, and you like, if it's not done the way that I want, it's going to be cut out. But inside, you have so much tenderness for this person that you've not been allowing yourself to show them of late. And this is not something you just want to walk away from. This is something that you are going to have to evolve into, unless you're in an abusive situation, unless you are being dishonored, and you know, you need to really, really allow yourself to settle into your heart chakra, our source, if this is calling for you to expand. Unconditional love is often about, if this person has been asking you for patience and to say, I know I have this chapter to close, I'm closing it. I'm not going to step toward, for now, can we just be friends? Can we just take things slow? Because I want to be with you, but I need to close this, and I've got to do it the right way. And you wanting them to do it in 1, 2, 3, 4, and they're not doing it like that, and that's really tripped you up. That's a bit conditional, you know. Nobody can tell you what to do. I'm sharing with you what Spirit is expressing. You get to take the information and you get to do with it what you feel is right. It is only here to serve you, you know, because you've obviously been wrestling with this and you've been in a lot of turmoil about the situation. And it's very possible that you cut this person off. Yeah. Most of you have already cut this person off. And it's not been easy for you. And your person feels like it's just another situation in their lives where they poured in and it was a waste. That's how they're seeing it at this moment. They're seeing it as though they poured love and emotion and energy into this situation, and they were just a fool once again, and they just wasted it. And they need to accept that There is no love and emotional fulfillment here, and they need to walk away. At the same time, though, what this has done is this has made it a lot more clear for them in whatever other situation it is that caused this conflict that they have going on in their lives. It's going to be different for different people, but they are more adamant now to cut that off, to close those cycles, because this has not been easy for them either. There is a hope that things can turn around and that there are realizations that will come to, and that's always possible. But in order for that to happen, you need to be willing to be very honest with yourself about how you got yourself here, and they need to be honest with themselves about how they got themselves here, because there is a mirroring that's going on here. In the end, for you, Virgo, despite this being a very, very challenging journey, there will be healing and there will be wish fulfillment. What your heart desires and what your person's heart desires is what you will have, because the star came out, and it did come out in reverse, which means that it's going to take a bit of time, but it is definitely there in the future. Healing, because that cannot be hindered and that cannot be stopped. The impact that this relationship has had on you and your person has been so profound, so profound. The two of you are just so much alike. You are so much alike. And at sometimes you can be your own worst enemies, the both of you. But your heart's desires are the same, and you have been so deeply affected by this emotion, this connection, this deeply emotional and soulful connection, that it's awoken a lot inside of you, both of you, and you'll get there. You will. How long you take is your choice. How long they take is their choice. But your person's already started walking away from and cutting certain things out, things that they know they should have cut out a long time ago. That's happening. That is happening right now. Yeah. So Virgo, I know, and you can hear in the tone in my voice, this is a very heavy energy. For those of you who have been led here, this is your story and it resonates. It's been a tough one for you. Don't waste any time on beating yourself up about what you should have and could have done and what and this and that and what was the problem. There was no problem. There were a lot of areas that needed to be highlighted for your growth, but that is only because this kind of connection calls for it, and things have happened. But you know that what is real between the two of you is the only thing that matters. Allow yourself to get out of your head. Allow yourself to surrender to healing your heart chakra and to surrender to how this connection, your person, is, what they've highlighted for you, and the areas that you can now give attention to and address. And find the space and the energy where you can see how, and you can remember how much love there is between the two of you. Trust yourself that you are going to be able to do what it is you need to do to get to where you want to be, and that your person will do the same. If this message did resonate with you, please leave me a thumbs up and comment. Let me know how. I really enjoy the interaction and the energy exchange. And for those of you who, this is a very, very heavy energy that I've picked up. You're not in a good space. If this is your story and you would like to take a closer look into your situation and you would like to know more of what you can do to sort of serve where you are right now and to just be kinder to yourself through this process, you are welcome to contact me for a personal reading. My email address is in the description box below. If you do decide that, I look forward to hearing from you. But if not, and this is where we part ways, I really, really trust that this message for the month of May has empowered you and serves your greater good. Okay. Thank you so much for those of you who have left me a thumbs up and who have subscribed. I look forward to sharing many more of these with you. Okay. Love and light. I'll see you next time.